ああ、人気すぎるのも悩ましいものだね。ま、こんなに好かれているんだから仕方ないか。
Hey, what's up, brown person? Always quick on the draw, I see. Chemistry exam in 2 days. It's never a boring time in the week with you, man, isn't it? There's always something. I don't want to deal with this. You know, that's kind of what's happening in I don't know if it's happening in no, I don't think it's happening in Korea or Japan. But I certainly know it's happening in China. Where like young people are just quitting. And by quitting I mean like they're, you know, like they're not interested in trying anymore. They even have some kind of slogan along with it. I get the feeling that weekly boss sounds are not part of SFX. Because it seems like the weekly bosses are still just as loud. So I think I'm just gonna turn this back to 2. I don't know. Yeah. Like maybe I should like put in the effort to look this up. Because it's getting really annoying. There's nothing on the internet about it. No one is talking about this on the internet. That is so annoying. There's absolutely nothing about weekly bosses. About weekly bosses being too loud. Anyway, yeah, going back to not wanting to deal with things, I think that is due to just putting too much pressure on young people. I mean, putting pressure on young people is good because it drives people, not just young people, but like all people really, drives all people to work harder and to be a better version of themselves. Yeah, but putting too much is, it's, well, we all know. You all know how it is. The thing is too is like people nowadays are like they tolerate a lot less pressure than they used to. I'm just sick of seeing people progress. Finally I fall further behind. Yeah, that's another thing too is yeah, because like even after like you feel like you've worked so hard, like you've worked the hardest that you are able to, like you still feel like it didn't amount to anything. And I think that's a potential result of multiple things. So one, there's just way too many people on Earth now. So Thanos was right. As Thanos put it, too many mouths to feed. Tomorrow, the 15th star glitter banner. What? The 15 star glitter banner? Hey, what's up, Elijah? How you doing, man? Which server are you in? North America, my friend. That's why my ping is high, because I'm not in North America, but I'm still, for some reason, playing in the North America server. Yeah, very smart decision on my part, I guess. Where was that boss? There. They have all the 4 stars. C6 or they're only star glitters? Oh, yeah. Okay. I get what you mean now. Alright. Who was it again? Xiangling.
Yeah.
Yanfei? I don't know, man. Why can't I remember this? Where's that dude? You and I are both smart people. I play CN Taiwan server when I'm nowhere there. Yep. Hey, smart people. Give it up for smart people. Hey, what's up, Ems? Good to see you, man. Finish the pipe. The pipe? What pipe? Like the pipe weapon for Farina? No, man. It's I have festering on Farina. I didn't get to do crystallize. Where's the dome? Festering, I saw brown. No, it's festering. No. I don't know if I can ever fish that much fish again. I don't know, man. I don't think I have it in me. It's too much, man. I have festering too, but R1. R1, dude. Like, wasn't festering the first ever event weapon we ever got? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's right. You should have gone for it, man. That's too bad. That's too bad. Festering, pretty good weapon. For a very long time, though, festering was like, eh. Nobody really was able to use it, but yeah, sooner or later, we're bound to get characters that will likely be good. Days of fishing for the catch was worth it. Oh, the catch certainly, yeah, definitely was worth it. But I don't know, like, who knows, right? They might give us another weapon that's actually worth fishing for. I mean, I think the pipe is worth fishing for. Just that I don't need it because, like, I either have festering or I have fav. What? I missed festering because after playing for a week, I left and came back with it. Oh, what? Like, you literally stopped right before festering and then came back way after festering. Man, that's so okay. Well, at the very least, though, like, Farina's not too bad with the pipe, and with if not the pipe, then at least, yeah, festering, right? I was new at the time, so I didn't know refinements. Ah, yeah, okay, I understand that. You know, I was like, okay, obviously, I think everyone was very new at the time. Even though I'd already been playing for like, you know, like a couple of versions since then. Like by the time that Festering came out, I still kind of didn't really know what I was doing. All I knew was that I saw red dots, and that's it. I just kept going. That's all I knew, really. I just kept going, and I thought, wait, there's more rewards I can claim? Well, okay, what do I need to do then? So I just kept going. That was sort of it. That was just that was my mindset. Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess, okay. I guess I don't need to do it one more daily. You have time to look at my Yoimiya build? Sure. I'll take a quick look at it, Bob. What was your UID again, please? Pulling Yelan on 2 accounts, both 50-50. Have enough to hit pity. Be nervous. Man, that's enough to hit pity. That's still not a guarantee, man. But hey, at least, you know, you can at least get to pity, so that's not too bad. I don't know if I have the patience to fish anymore. I just slapped Favonius and called it a day. I think on my third account doesn't have festering. But I think if I didn't have a good enough artifact set for Farina that gave me good enough stats, that it gave me a good enough crit ratio, I think I would have gone for it. I would have gone fishing for the pipe. But hey, just so happens I have good enough crit ratios on Farina on the third account, so I don't need to fish. Right around Sumeru, so I missed it by a few a few years. Hey, well, I guess that's fine. At least, like, by the time that you started Sumeru, dude, that's so many quests you had to do. Like, oh, ugh, wow. I mean, like, at least, like, when they released Sumeru, they made it so that you could go straight to Sumeru, and you didn't have to, like, for example, you couldn't go to Inazuma without going to Liyue, right? At least they didn't make it like that. And then they didn't make it so that you couldn't go to Sumeru without going to Inazuma first, because, like, man, Inazuma was annoying. The fact that you couldn't even unlock the entire place without going through the Archon quest. And not only that too, like, there are so many parts in, like, other regions, like some parts of Inazuma you can't, like, it's like, for example, the like, what was, like, the place where the thundering manifestation, there you go, the thundering manifestation was, it's not even part of the Archon quest. You had to do, like, a separate world quest for it. And the place where the Golden Wolf Lord is, thank God there's no other, like the characters that want the Wolf Lord drops are not very highly sought after characters, because that would have been a nightmare for a lot of those players. What sucks though is, like, the characters that do want Wolf Lord drops are sort of niche, and they're not, like, super high-end meta, and they're kind of niche, which means the players that most likely have them are the players that just like them and not the meta slaves. And the problem with that is they're very casual players, and they're forced to have to keep playing just to level up their favorite character. Let's see, wait, where was that UID? It disappeared so fast. Oh, there it is. Love to stay today. I haven't gotten any work done. I don't plan to do anything, so I'll just sleep and hope that my life pains can be lost to the coming of a new day. Well, best of luck, man. Best of luck. Take care, man, and thanks for stopping by. The R&R quest was so long. You know, I think about it. I think back to it now. What is this? Hang on, am I even in the right domain? Yep, I'm in the right domain. Okay, I think back to it now, and it kind of blows my mind that I somehow made it through all of that 4 times. Is, like, right, 3 of my own accounts and my friend's account. Like, I don't know how. I don't remember how I did that. The talking radish quest. Wait, what was this? The talking radish quest? I don't remember anything from the R&R quest chain anymore. I think I just, like, zoned out, like, I just tuned out. My brain was just on autopilot. Emelie, support or DPS? Emelie is an off-field DPS. She doesn't really have any supportive capabilities. She doesn't have any, like, buffing capabilities, nothing. She just does damage, and yeah, but it's off-field damage. I mean, obviously you can run her on-field if you want to, but you can also do that with anyone. But yeah, Emelie is just she's like Dendro Dendro official. I love the Arnyaka quest. Emelie sub DPS Dendro applicator. From what I heard, she apparently doesn't apply. She apparently doesn't have very good Dendro app. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Hang on, Blob. Let me just get through my resin on this account, and then I'll take a look at your Mia. I just got a lot of patience to finish that quest. I think so. I do remember a little bit of it. I mean, like a little bit of how I got through it, but not all of it, because I just zoned out doing that like 4 times. Basically, I just did it while working. Like whenever I didn't need to use my mouse to click on anything or my keyboard, I would just keep working. And like whenever I didn't need my mouse or keyboard, I would switch to Genshin and then just spam click. just spam through all the dialogue, as much dialogue as I could. And that's sort of what I remember is like, and maybe that's why I don't remember anything of it, is because I just, oh wait, yeah, bounties. I completely forgot. Okay, hang on. Let's take a look at Blob's Yoimiya first. Blob, you still here? Okay, yeah, certainly. Are you getting Emelie? Oh no, absolutely not. She's basically just Dendro official, really. Yoimiya, wow, your Yoimiya is looking, yeah, it's looking good, man. Your Yoimiya is on the way. 59, 149 crit ratio. EM stands. I certainly hope you're running her in a vape team. Rust R2. If you can get that rust refinement, like if you can get some rust refinements, that would be great. But like but please don't pull on a weapon banner just to try and get rust, especially if you don't want the 5 stars on the weapon banner. She's a vape team. Okay, that's good. That's good. Wow, very nice, man. Looking good. Looking good. Please, you can, dude. What did her skills do again? What did her skill do again? Like, I remember her burst was useless. Basically useless. Not completely useless, but basically useless. Character archive. Let's see. There. Did her skill give her any scaling whatsoever? Oh, okay. So it gives her a damage bonus. Okay. Yeah. Try and get your talents up, man. You spent so many resources on leveling your characters to 90. Like, you should have gotten your talents up before leveling them all the way to 90. Especially the attack scalers, like Risley and Yoimiya. Risley, Yoimiya, Ganyu, and Klee. Yeah, you should have gotten their talents up before getting them all the way to 90. You could have just left them at 80 out of 90 even. But hey, that's good, man. That's good. Your ratios are really coming along. Pyro damage bonus. Oh, that goblet isn't even leveled yet. I was wondering, huh? I was wondering why you had a 22.8 pyro damage bonus until I saw your goblet. Level her talents? You asked me to look at Yoimiya. Your Yoimiya talents are 8, 7, and 5. Try and get them to 9, 9. The burst, you can completely ignore the burst. I made my little brother complete that quest. Did your little brother get anything out of it though? Oh. Heal. That goblet's a work in progress. I mean, yeah, clearly it's level 8, so yeah, you're hopefully. Well, let's see. You got crit rate on it. Crit rate. I mean, you know, it's not a terrible goblet. Oh, sorry, no, that's crit damage. Yeah, hopefully it rolls it either into EM or crit damage. I have so many Primo Gems. I have no interest in any future characters. I heavily invested in C2 now. Hit a Hyper Bloom and C1 Nivelet. That my standard for new units is high, and I somehow regret it. That's yeah. It happens, man. It happens. I mean, I'm just happy that I've gotten to the point where I have most of the characters that I want. Most of the characters and weapons that I want. That I've started to pull for characters that I like. I haven't pulled for that many yet. I think I've really only pulled for like one character that I like so far, and that was Chlorind. I didn't really need Chlorind. Like I don't know, like Chlorind is kind of like, to me, I just see her as like a better Kaching, really. Like a slightly more usable Kaching. Even Jian Yun. Yeah, like I absolutely did not need Jian Yun. And it's not that I wanted Jian Yun. What I wanted was Diluc. Speaking of which, why did my crit? Why is my crit rate so low? I don't think that's the right build. Oh yeah, okay. That's definitely not the right build. Let's see. 38, 16, 32. Okay. Any EM? 23 EM. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, that's certainly a lot more balanced. Me just getting all. Gonna get Molani and Kanich. A lot of people's Kanich seems to be a favorite, a fan favorite. A lot of people are talking about Kanich. RJ, long time, man. How's life? Hey, what's up, Shuri? Life's good. Life's good. I mean, other than like this, what is it? I don't know how to call it. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I lied. I actually know how to call it. It's called knotted muscle, I think. Yeah, knotted muscle. Other than this like knotted muscle thing that I got on my left shoulder blade, it's been here for like a week, maybe like going on 2 weeks now, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying. But other than that, everything's good, man. Weather's nice, not too hot. Let me see. What was the rotation for this again? I don't remember. Oh, okay. I can't swirl pyro on this. So VV is completely useless. Okay. Whatever. Man, that is so much fun. If only Diluc did bigger numbers, man. If only Diluc did bigger numbers, I would absolutely still use Diluc to this day. Having more characters means more options and more enjoyable ways to play one's favorites. That's actually true. Hang on. That was ABC, right? Yeah. ABC, I know that you're like I completely understand that feeling where you like your standard for like which characters you should pull for and like is worth your hard-earned currency has like gone up because, you know, the characters that you've gotten like relatively recently have also gotten really strong. But as long as you feel like you have most of the characters that can get you most of the team archetypes that you feel like you're gonna need or have ever needed in different Abyss iterations and different Imaginarium Theater iterations, then I recommend you start pulling for characters you like. Like whether they're good or not, just start pulling. I guarantee it'll make you a lot happier because it gives you the option to play other team archetypes. Like even Chlorinde here, right? Like you just saw she was not doing very good numbers, especially compared to some of the most top tier characters now. But the fact that I get to play this team means like I get a very different like play style and a very different like gaming experience every now and then. Oops. I heard there were floods in your country. Was it bad? I don't know. From the news that I've seen, it seems pretty bad. I'm just lucky enough to be not in those places. Like the part of the city that I'm in is the part of the city that I'm in is prone to flooding, but it's not because it rains heavily here. It floods here when it rains really heavily up in the mountains. Because there's a river, like a really small river, more like a creek, really, and it comes straight from up the mountains. And if it rains so much up there, the water, all that water just can't get to the sea in time, and like the creek overflows, and then that's what causes the flooding in the part of the city I'm in. And thankfully, like the heavy rains just weren't here. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, they weren't in this part of the country. So all we got really after all of that was just nice, cool weather and a windy day. That was really it. And I'm just, yeah, I guess I'm just lucky that lucky to not be in one of those places. But I think it was pretty bad. I saw some news that about like extreme flooding to a certain level that I don't think I've ever seen on the news. Can it just claim to be Zhao 2.0 or Dendro Zhao? And Zhao got a huge fan base. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's certainly, wow. Can't believe it. The success of a future banner is due to the success... no, of a future character is due to the success of an older character. Looks like you guys have to learn something from the Netherlands or Belgium soon. Building a canal system and dude, Siri? We haven't even learned to be a proper country yet. Like, really? Okay, think about this. Right? In most places in the world, when the government like builds something or builds a canal system, like we do have canals. It's not like there's no canals here, right? We have a proper drainage system. In most parts of the world, when the government builds something, a huge chunk of the initial budget goes into actually building the stuff. And then like an even bigger chunk of the budget goes into maintaining it for as long as possible. That second part doesn't exist here. After they build something, after they put their name on it, take their pictures, use it for, you know, like, I guess marketing themselves for their, well, not marketing, it's not business, but like, I guess their election campaign, using those like for their next election campaign. That's it. Project done. They never have to make it, they never have to look at it ever again. And the next time they have to like come up with a project, they don't maintain the thing. No. They break the thing up and then build it all over again. That's what happens here. Yeah. So we haven't even learned to be a proper country yet. I mean, we got like, you know, like, I guess we learned how to be corrupt, and technically that's part of being with most countries. You know, like stealing money from taxpayers. I guess we've certainly learned how to do that, but to be a properly functioning country, absolutely not. Oh dear, I messed up. Yeah, it's normal even in Europe. Well, the thing is though, like at least in Europe, it's not so bad that you have a terrible, barely functioning economy, right? At least in Europe. Well, not every country in Europe, but like, you know, a lot of the countries in Europe, at least they're functional, right? Like the economies are at least functional. Here, I don't know. Like, think about this. It's actually really depressing that minimum wage here is absolutely not enough to provide for a decent living. So the only way that minimum wage here would be enough to provide for you, like especially if you ever had a family, like maybe if you're single, sure, you're fine. Like not really fine. Like you'll never ever be able to afford a house ever. And I understand that's the wrong team. I understand that's also the case in many places in the world right now. But the only way you'll ever be able to live a not even decent, just not terrible, right? Yeah, just not a terrible life is with minimum wage here is if you live with your parents forever, you never move out. And like you all like share and pool together your resources, and you don't have to all, like, let's say you, your wife or your significant other, like you have jobs and then like at some point your parents retire. Look, you'll kind of be fine. But as soon as they like medical bills start coming in, like for, you know, because your parents are getting old and they have to go to the hospital a lot more frequently, that's when you get into trouble. Yeah, that's when the trouble starts. England and Germany are kind of messed up. Yeah, well, you know, England, I don't know, man. Like England was like, it wasn't even a surprise, right? What I don't like. Okay, I don't really follow like, I don't know, like international news, but like the Brexit, wasn't that like a clear sign that things were not going the right way? Doesn't have the Philippines have different wages in different areas? Oh yeah, of course. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that's the same everywhere too, right? Like anywhere in the world. Right? You go to the US, different states, different cities, different counties, you have different minimum wages. I'm talking about like the average minimum wage. Like if you average out like most of the cities in the country. And the thing is too is not there are a lot more people that are earning way below minimum wage than there are earning at minimum wage, and even less so above minimum wage. And I think the other thing too that makes the country, the Philippines, so inefficient is like, so the government, like if you work in the government in the Philippines, like your salaries are, they're not extremely high, but they're also way higher than working in the private sector. And they're also a lot more what's the word, reliable, because like you're, as long as you don't like screw up majorly, then yeah, like you can expect to keep that job forever, like until you retire. Especially if you don't work like in politics, right? Like you just work for the government, you know, like a public school or a public hospital. Then like no matter who wins an election, like your jobs are safe. But of course, like, you know, your jobs are like at risk if, you know, if you're the people, your boss, I guess, yeah, your boss doesn't win the election, then yeah, like if you work directly in politics, then yeah, of course, like you might end up getting replaced. But if you work in the government sector, but again, you know, like not directly in politics, then yeah, your jobs are pretty secure here. You get a pretty decent salary, like quite a lot higher than the private sector. Oh, here's an example. I hear, like, get this, right? I hear that a couple of hospitals here in my city pay nurses, you know, like legit licensed nurses, you know, people who went to med school, right? Went through I don't know, like 4 or 5 years. I don't know how long nursing is. Took their exams, like took the licensure exam, are licensed nurses. They're a couple of hospitals, not just one, just a couple of hospitals here. Private hospitals, not government hospitals, but yeah, earn like somewhere around like $100 a month. Probably a little higher now, but not that much. Like maybe $120 a month. But like, really? That's not, dude. That is half the minimum wage. That's half. Like if in the capital there would be higher wages, higher GDP. Okay. The minimum wage in my city is, let me think. How much would it be? 8? Yeah, around $8 a day. And that's a day, right? Like $8. Basically, like an 8-hour a day work. That's basically $1 an hour. In the capital, the minimum wage, this was like, let's say 2017? Yeah, 2017. The minimum wage was maybe $10. It's probably $10 or $11 a day now. But that's Manila, right? The gap between, like, I don't live in a big city. This is not a big city at all. It's not a tiny city. It's not like a small town in the middle of nowhere. But it's also very much not a big city. Like, there are 7-Elevens here, but none of them are open 24/7. I think maybe one is. Yeah, I think maybe one is, but like most of the 7-Elevens here are not open 24/7. Like, Doesn't that blow your mind? A 7-Eleven that closes at night? Right? Isn't that so weird? I mean, obviously, like, when you look at it from, you know, from a business perspective, you're like, okay, that's fine, right? That's understandable. But, like, it's so weird, right? Where have you ever gone to where you see a 7-Eleven closed at night? $220? No, I said 120, not 220. The rumor about $100 a month that I heard was from like a couple of years ago. So now, by now, it's probably more like 110, 120. But still, a nurse, a licensed nurse. How do you even justify the amount of money you spent in med school? And the amount of money you spent in, like, reviewing and stuff, right? For you, like, before taking your licensure exam, and just get paid $100 a month. Yeah, that's like, and like I said, that's half the minimum wage here, right? I understand that for a lot of nurses, it's like they're kind of okay with that, because it's just it's not very difficult to start working in these hospitals. And because these hospitals are also like, they're decently equipped hospitals, they're not like low quality hospitals that barely have any facilities. They have decent facilities. And it's just that they pay really low. So it's a good way. It's a nice, easy way for these nurses to start getting experience, like work experience. So it's basically just a springboard for their careers, which kind of sucks, because like, if you think about it, there's this thing like in economy, like like in the topic of economics, there's this thing called brain drain. And brain drain is where, like, okay, here's the thing too. The schools, like, a huge majority of the economy circulating in the city. So obviously there's like local businesses as well, but then like the consumers, like a huge majority of day-to-day consumers are students here in my city. And that's because like there are, let me think, one, two, anything else? Okay, well, at least two, maybe three, a couple more, but at least two really big schools here, really big colleges. They're not like as big as like universities in Manila or Cebu or Davao, but they are way bigger than like anything else around, like in this area in this part of the country. So many parents send their children to go to school here for college, right? So like there's a lot of people getting educated in this city, but none of them stay. Absolutely none of them stay. They either go abroad or they leave and go to bigger cities, right? It kind of sucks, because like you have these like fully educated, like like I said in the hospital's example, fully educated, licensed nurses, but they don't stay. They just work there for a little bit to help springboard their careers. And like, you never know which of those nurses end up becoming like succeed, like getting growing their career a lot. And by growing their career, like at some point, like one of them will become a doctor, and that right, like they'll decide to switch, or like become like here we call them medtech. They're basically like people who work in the laboratory in hospitals. And some of those, like doctors or medtech people, they end up deciding, like if they somehow find the capital for it, They end up making hospitals. They end up being in charge of hospitals. Right, like shouldn't that be a very big boon in your economy, right? But because none of them stay here, they leave as like the first chance they get. All the talented and smart people that your city educated just leave. So all that potential economy for your city. In fact, like that's sort of the case. Like the example in my city is just a micro version of what the Philippines really is. Nobody really ever stays here, especially once you start, like especially as you start to get a really like your career really starts to take off. Like no, absolutely not. Like even I remember my dad when my dad got injured like on his last contract and by last I mean not his most recent. Well, I guess it is also his most recent, but like his last like his final contract working on a ship. When like the shipping company he worked for at the time, like in that contract ship, like they flew him back home to the Philippines like in business class. And my dad said it was really cool. He met someone over there. He met a what is this? Oh, I guess I gotta talk to the NPC again for the event. So he met someone, a Filipino as well. Wait, what? I haven't done the event on any of my accounts? Alright. Okay, I guess I'll do that later then. I just saw a mosquito fly by my face. So, yeah. Filipino. Software engineer. Right? The fact that he was flying in business class means that he like, from not, from the US means he isn't working in the Philippines. Right? So, like, whatever that guy is working on could have been something from the Philippines. Could have been for a company in the Philippines. But no. Yeah, because there are no job opportunities here that are worth the time and effort of these really highly talented individuals. Like about 1.5 years as training to get experience. After that, they go overseas. Oh yeah, yeah. And the unfortunate thing too is like there are so many. So I remember this one time. This was like way back then in the day. Like I think I wasn't even in high school yet. Like maybe I was in high school, like 7th grade, 8th grade, I think. I saw on the news because like my mom always watches the news like at 7, like during dinner time. So, and obviously I'm having dinner, so like nothing I could do. I will end up overhearing it. So I remember overhearing it on the TV that at some point, like way back then, that a lot of countries abroad, yeah, a lot of countries outside the Philippines were looking for nurses. Like they were lacking, like severely lacking on nurses. So, and I remember a couple of years after that, like 4, 5, 6 years after that, like there were just so many nurses everywhere. And so how I even know about that is, okay, I was in high school, right? And by the time that I got to college, I like there were quite a few people in the college that I went to who like switched majors. They switched from nursing to maritime. And after I finished college, after like when I worked in those call centers, like a good like 70% of people who work in call centers, even to this day, are nurses. Like they're nursing graduates. They were never able to like pursue their career because at the time that they graduated, there were just so many nurses that they couldn't get a job, or like it was just really hard to get a job, just to springboard their career, right? Just to get their career started. Yeah, so like they, and obviously they needed a job. Like either they, some of them, well, had unplanned families, and obviously they needed employment. So yeah, the call center industry was the easy way to go. And it's hard to like apply all of a sudden in the medical industry after you've been in a very different industry for like a couple of years already, especially when you've had zero experience in the medical industry. I don't know if that's the same case in many other countries, but that is certainly the case here, right? Like for example, I majored in maritime, and I've had zero experience. Well, except for that like 4 months, the 4-month contract that I had on that one tiny ship from like way back then. But it wasn't really like legit work. It was more like an attempt at apprenticeship. But yeah, right, like you get my point. I'm a maritime graduate. But if I ever tried to look for a job in maritime now, the chances of me getting hired anywhere would be basically zero. Like I could quit everything in life now and like spend the rest of my life, the next 15-20 years applying for a job in maritime, and I think nobody would take me in. Hospital working hours are very long though. I don't think that's the case here. Yeah, I don't think that's I mean, like, I could be wrong, right? Like, I have a bunch of friends that are nurses, but I've never really actually talked to them about work. And what was this immune to again? Electro, okay. But okay, so yeah, like I said, right, there are so many nurses here. Now, I don't know in the public hospital. There's like one big public hospital here in my city, and like everyone just seems to be super busy all the time over there. And I don't know, so like they have, I don't think they're understaffed, but I just think there's just so many people at that hospital, like so many patients. But in the private hospitals that I'm talking about, I don't know, like they seem to be super relaxed, like they seem to be super chill. And my guess is, again, like, right, like I said, really low salaries from these private hospitals, but also very, like, I wouldn't say like very easy, but like relatively easy to get in. So I'm guessing that they're overstaffed, which means they probably have like all the nurses like on rotating shifts. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know any. I don't know any nurses that work in those hospitals. Night shift and day shift. Yeah. I mean, I imagine they probably have like 3 rotating shifts, right? At least 3, right? They probably have at least 3 rotating shifts, because like 8-hour a day work day, right? And then like in one day there's 24 hours. So if they have 3 rotating shifts, then yeah, they got the full 24 hours covered, right? So I imagine they probably have at least 3 shifts. I think the disadvantage though in working for these very these private hospitals that I'm talking about is like because their life there is so relaxed because like rotating shifts, not very long shifts, right? Not very long work hours. The problem with that is they get used to the low pressure environment. And once they apply for like, you know, they decide, okay, time for me to take my talents elsewhere. They go to like an actual hospital. And then like all of a sudden, like very fast-paced environment, like 16, 14, 16-hour work shifts, right? Like yeah, like there's a very sudden change in work environment. So I think that's really hard to adjust to. In a restaurant, hotel, there are only 2 shifts. 2 shifts? Like what, 12-hour work days? Jeez. I mean, that probably depends, right? Because like, if I ever owned like that kind of restaurant or hotel, I mean, obviously, you know, like there's, if not enough people are applying, then obviously I'd have no choice. I'd have to put people on 12-hour work shifts. But if I had enough people, I could rotate them. Like if my restaurant was like a 24-hour restaurant, I would rather rotate enough. Like if I had enough people, like I said, if I had enough people, I would rather rotate 3 shifts, 8-hour shifts. Right? Because in that way I don't have to pay anyone overtime. Oh right. I needed venti for this one. This spot used to be part of my daily no, not daily, bi-daily. So bi-weekly is every 2 weeks, right? why do I not know these terms? How do you say twice a day? I'm pretty sure bi-daily is the wrong way to say it. Pyro, Claymore, walking. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong button. Hello, new here. Hey, what's up, Aditya? Aditya? Your name sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone named Aditya has already come here onto my stream. I don't know if that was you, though. Where's there? Anyway, welcome, man. How you doing? I work there are afternoon shifts and night shifts, but night is usually very busy. Really? What kind of mental skill? Like is Numa. Oh, those are some nice shots. So, okay. Anyway, I'm assuming you work in the hotel/restaurant industry. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've already told me way long ago, but it's been a while since you've been here, man. And it's been a while since we talked about jobs. Normal attack, cryo. The first time here? Okay, so I guess that probably wasn't you then. Cryo, normal attack from Fontaine. Okay. Oh, well. Here it is. Covered with flowers. Just regular restaurant, the coffee house style restaurant and stuff. Ah, I see, I see. You know, it is such a foreign, like having a 24-hour business here in my city is such a foreign concept. It just doesn't exist here. Idle animation, geo, polearm. Worked at a hotel before in the kitchen. I hope the pay is at least good. Hey, what's up, loyal hater? Good to see you again, man. How you doing? I think I remember this one was Electro. Yeah, Electro Sword, charged attack. Good, and you? Kind of new. Like, okay. I mean, I'm okay. Weather's really nice lately. And I'm currently not on the verge of bankruptcy. At least not yet. So, mostly okay. Um, but other than that, kind of annoyed, really. Like, I have something called like my left shoulder blade has like really bad something called knotted muscles. Knotted, but you know, by knotted I mean like KNOTTED, knotted muscles. Um, and it's like I've had this for like like close to 2 weeks now, and it just hasn't gotten any better. It's feeling a lot better that I'm starting to like self massage it, and like I also asked my wife to press on it a couple of times earlier today. And it's also like connecting to my neck, and it's really annoying. And recently, like yesterday, I think, yeah, yesterday, I don't know, I'm starting to have like cold-like symptoms, and it's starting to get to my throat, right? Like post nasal drip, it's starting to get back to my throat, and it's uh just this evening. Just this evening, I've started to have to cough because of it, like a little bit of a itchy throat because of the post nasal drip. And it's so annoying that every time I cough, my neck and my neck and left shoulder blade hurt a lot. So it's really annoying. It's really distracting. Hey, what's up, Jay Brian? How you doing, man? Can you review my Farina and Gaming? Yeah, sure, man. Sure. But probably not like a full like I'll spend an hour talking about a review. I'll just take a quick look at it and give my thoughts, because like I still haven't done weeklies on my third account. I have to do this same event on my main account and my third account. Well, the bow character already, so I guess I don't need to swap. 19. Did you consult a doctor for that? Nope. Don't wanna. Don't wanna. You know why? That's $8 instantly. Instant $8.
芝生に寝転がると大地の
Oops.
鼓動が聞こえてきます。
$8 just for consultation. That's the thing, though. It's like this is probably a very foreign concept to you, Siri, because like right, like where you live. But here, there's this comedian. His name's Jokoi. I think he recently hosted. Was it the Grammys? It was like a celebrity awarding thing. And like the jokes that he made just didn't land because like he's known for his Filipino jokes and gigs because he himself is half Filipino. His mom's Filipino, and most of his jokes are like centered around his his not really Filipino life because like he grew up in the States, but like with a very Filipino I guess mom, and the way they were brought up was very Filipino like, and in that awarding ceremony it just didn't land like right most most of the like basically all the celebrities there white people, or if not white people, like Americans, right? So like none of them are gonna get Filipino jokes. Anyway, so yeah, Jokoi, he there. I remember one of his like gags was he had a fever. Yeah, he had a fever. He had pneumonia, and like he was joking about like mom, why won't like just please let me go to the hospital. His mom's like no, and then like he said that in the Philippines you had to die before you got taken to the hospital, and like that is absolutely true. I mean like not literally like you'd had to die, but like you'd have to be like dying for like someone to actually take you seriously and like take you to the hospital. No, I know. That's all right. That's an interesting way to write down UID. So who was it again? Farina, right? Farina and Gaming. Okay. Where are you from? I'm from the Philippines, my friend. Oh, C2 Farina. Just realized that. Okay, cool. I can see that your Gaming and Farina are a work in progress. Oh, AR-43. Oh, dude, you haven't even started leveling up. You probably haven't even wait. You're AR-43 and you've already what is this? 5-star, 4-star. Oh no, dude, you're farming for artifacts already before AR-45, dude. That's kind of annoying. Like I would not recommend you continue to farm for artifacts until you hit AR-45. It's just such a waste because like on like 20 resin equals one 5-star artifact. That's what you get at AR-45. Before AR-45, it's basically 60 resin for one 5-star artifact. I mean, it certainly seems like you know what you're doing, man. So, walking or running? Giving myself a challenge to get a full 5-star set before. Oh my god. Do you? I mean, I don't know. I no judgment. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to judge your Farina and Gaming. So like, if you hate yourself, hey, no judgment. Dendro, Sumeru, idle animation. But it certainly looks like you know what you're doing. Yeah, certainly looks like a work in progress. You know to level up Farina's skill and burst only. Gaming. So I'm not sure about Gaming very much. Like, isn't okay? Yeah. Oh, no. I actually okay. I just remembered. So yeah. Gaming's like plunge thing is from his skill and not his actual plunge multiplier. Unless if you have uh unless if you have Jian Yun. If you have Jian Yun and like I mean, I even if you had Jian Yun though, I don't think you'd want to do actual plunge attacks with Gaming because that'd be physical. Unless if you had C6 Bennett, which I imagine you probably don't. Oh, Bennett's here, so okay, that's C0. So yeah, okay, skill and burst only on Gaming. Okay, Lithic Blade though. Bennett is. I imagine you're pairing him with Bennett, Sucrose. Oh, you're wait. Lithic gets more stacks, more passive stacks from having more characters from Liyue, right? I think that's what the Lithic series of weapons are. I mean, like you have one character from Liyue, so you have one stack. So I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, like obviously it's an AR-43 account. You probably don't have that much of a choice. Ninguang C6 random artifacts. Farina's one and only 5-star. Ninguang C6. So you like. So what is your team then? Skill Geo Claymore. Do I have a Geo Claymore? Oh yeah, I guess there's Noel, but yeah, I guess I don't really need to fulfill both of those conditions. Just need one of them. Lost on Navia? Ah, I see. Charlotte, Farina, Gaming, Bennett. Charlotte. What is Charlotte there for? Occasionally melting? Maybe shattering? I don't know. It feels like Charlotte kind of feels off because like you already have a healer. I guess like okay, Charlotte's a good like team-wide healer, so like it's easier to max out fanfare with Charlotte there. But I don't know. Hydro Catalyst. Like, can you even melt on frozen enemies, or like does it just shatter? I feel like it just shatters without melting. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it because I don't know. Because I just don't run any teams like that. Pole arm, pyro. Pole arm, pyro. Oh wait, I already have a pole arm character. Only becomes critical, then we go to the clinic or hospital. Oh, that's the same exact thing here too. Same for Kazuha, I'm not guaranteed. So rumors are that Kazuha is rerunning in 5.0, right? Like those are the rumors, right? Because like I've heard so many different rumors at this point that I don't know who's gonna be on in 5.0. Already done 100k damage. Hey, I mean, you know, it's not that hard with Gaming. Because Gaming is certainly that type of character. He's not like a Chlorinde, for example, right? It's pretty hard to get 100k with a character like Chlorinde. Okay, so apparently there's no quest. There's no like I don't have to talk to that NPC anymore. Really? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chlorinde just does a lot of small numbers, whereas character like Gaming does fewer but bigger numbers. Milani is without a doubt the hottest character, one of the hottest ones. Really? I mean, like she's she's very attractive, yeah. Still can't surpass Kuki Shinobu. Okay, I think you mean by hottest, you mean like in terms of like how much skin she's showing. Like, is that right? Why is my resin here weird? Oh, okay, actually no, that's actually right. Yeah. Air 43. So just I prove even low AR players can also do damage. I mean, as long as you know how to build a character, man, you could pretty much do anything in Genshin. I mean, obviously, like the only things that would hold you back are the lack of resources and the lack of characters. But yeah, I have a barely built Asia account. And I don't know, it's somehow managing. Like, and by barely built, I mean like I've never once sat down to farm overworld monster materials on it. So like Xingqiu is stuck at 60 out of 70. Like other characters are stuck at like 40 out of 40 out of 40. Yeah, but it's somehow managing. Because I don't ever play on that account actively. I really only play on it if there's like an event that I can do. That I can do on a non-built account, like without any built characters. Who's better, Raiden or Kazuha? Can you tell me, please? They're both about as good as each other. In terms of like how much value you get out of them, they're both just as valuable as each other in their respective teams. But as for like the more useful one, I think that's like their biggest difference is like Kazuha just has a lot more uses. You can put Kazuha in a lot more teams. And on top of being able to put Kazuha in more teams, in the overworld, he's also like a really convenient character to have in the overworld. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I really like Cookie's design. Oops, I forgot to do crystallize. Crystallize. Are you pulling for Kinich? Nope, I don't need him. So according to what I hear about people talking about Kinich, He seems to be an on-field DPS. I haven't heard from anyone about I haven't heard anyone say what he does, but just everyone saying he's Dendro Zhao or Zhao 2.0. That already tells me, oh, I guess he's an on-field DPS. I like Cookie because of Hyper Bloom reaction and healing, and yeah, her very and her belly, but very distracting to my eyes. I mean, like, hey, don't forget her shorts, right? Is Emelie necessary for Kinich? I'm sorry, man. I actually don't know. I know what Emelie does, but I have no idea what Kinich does, really. That was not the right attack I was looking for. Darn it. Okay. I should not have used my burst for that. That was the wrong attack. I missed! At least we got a little bit of damage in. No Yelan burst though. Oh, is that below 20%? I think it is. Oh no, just barely above 20%. Oh, is it? Was it 20%? I forgot. I remember like the narwhal doesn't go into phase 2 if you get it below a certain percent of its HP. Has anyone noticed no one is talking about Emilie's KIT? I mean, Hoyo just released, sorry, not just released, like it was a couple of days ago actually. Hoyo already released Emilie's KIT on their website, like in the news thing, on their news website, whatever it's called, Hoyo Lab. And nobody batted an eye. The hype for Emelie is just super low, I guess. She is rather a very attractive character, though. Her animations are so... It's very attractive. Very attractive. There's a main Arla I'm gonna pull for Emelie for a little fun. I mean, that sounds like an okay team, honestly. I guess as long as you are, you're not too uncomfortable about having a character that can't be healed in a burning team. I guess as long as, I mean, like, I only have one account that I have access to that has Arlecchino, and it's my friend's whale account. And I still feel to this day really uncomfortable running Arlecchino without a shielder. It just, I don't know. I just can't get used to it. Arle, Emelie, Bennett, and Kazuha. Man, that sounds like a lot of pyro damage. Immune to Geo, I believe? Yeah. Give me Hydro. Come on. Unfreeze, thank you. Hydro. I kind of feel bad for Emelie because, like, I don't know, like, I really like her character design, but like, there's just hardly any hype around her.
痛くしちゃうかも。
射撃準備。
She's grown on me a lot over time. I didn't initially like her. Really? Do you remember if there was something specifically that started to change your mind? Because one thing, what you mentioned is because you're an Arlecchino main, like for fun, right? But like, was there another reason for it? I agree with a lot of people are saying she has future potential. Oh, I forgot. There's one more. I mean, honestly, like if you think about it, right? Hoyo has done that thing, that kind of thing, quite a few times already. So like, Kuki Shinobu, for example, right? Like I think she's the best example of this. She was, like, I mean, I wouldn't say completely useless, but like really copium when she was released. Like the teams that you could put her in was just way copium, and she just like even in those teams like she was just you would run her if you because you just really liked her, right? But then like when Dendro came out, it just changed, right? So like the future potential thing is, yes, it is a very much something that Hoyo's done before, and I'm sure can do anytime they wanted to. And I think, yeah, I think Emelie is one of those characters. And I guess the thing is too is like they've also done the opposite, right? Like, and by the opposite I mean make players think that, oh, this character has potential, but not really. So like Chiori, for example, right? I mean, I get it, she's Geo, so like there was very little potential from the beginning, just just because of her element. I guess maybe we're all waiting to see what the Pyro Archon brings. That's true. That's true. I like Emily's calm demeanor personality-wise. I like her. I like her dress. I like that it looks really good. Still hate her hair. Her hair is like, it reminds me so much of Lumine. Speaking of the Pyro Archon, there's like a theory about the Pyro Archon, about there being two Pyro Archons. Or like, something about resurrection and stuff like that. Because like, so the name Murata has been thrown around a lot for a long time now. Now, whether that's like an official name or if it's like from the Ars Goetia or whatever else, whatever other source these lore theorists have. But the name Murata has been thrown around a lot. And Mavuika is not Murata. Right? Where is that? How many Fontaine ones are there? 4. Wow, 5 in Fontaine? 6? Oh, I guess wow, I guess this entire side is Fontaine. Okay, I guess I'll do the Fontaine ones later on. Kind of feels off. Yeah, and like oh, you know what? Rumors are that Mavuika is going to be a Claymore character. And if she truly is the Pyro Archon, that'll be the one and only Archon we probably have that is that's a Claymore user. Because I don't know, like we've seen like that we haven't seen what the Tsaritsa is gonna look like, but we have some idea of what she's gonna look like. I don't remember in which quest that was, but there was a quest like a while back that gave us a glimpse at like what the Tsaritsa might look like. She was like on her throne, and like I don't remember again. Like I don't remember exactly in which quest it was in, but we saw like a glimpse of what she might look like. And she certainly does not look like somebody that could, you know, be holding a claymore. The Natlan teaser, we see a phoenix fly towards Capitano and Roran. The phoenix is connected to Mavuika. Wouldn't be surprised with a resurrection motive on her. I mean, like that's like the whole thing, the whole phoenix thing, right? Resurrection. Perfect. All right. Awesome. The pillar is like isn't going straight up, but it's going forward. That was just couldn't have asked for a better shot. Phoenixes are known to revive from their own ashes once they reach the end of their current life. Wouldn't that leave Barbara useless? I mean, isn't that like doesn't Chi-Chi have a resurrect as well? Chi-Chi, oh, okay, I'm on the no, okay, yeah, I'm on the account that doesn't have a Chi-Chi on it. I don't remember, but I like doesn't Chi-Chi have like a resurrection constellation as well? I think it was C6 or something. I think the best footage from Hollywood that I've seen of a Phoenix rebirth was in Harry Potter. I don't remember which one, but it was one of the Harry Potter movies. Electro from Inazuma. From Inazuma. Okay. I didn't actually know that, but she does. Yeah, it's like, and it's so bad, right? Because like a 4-star Barbara has a resurrection thing. Like same constellation. Okay, that's of course you'd be barking in the middle of the night. So yeah, like, right, a 4-star has a resurrection C6, but like a standard 5-star has the same thing, I mean, like, I don't think... I think Chi-Chi's is better. Like, okay, I'm just gonna look it up. Character archive. Chi-Chi, where are you? I think it's probably better. Revives... all, yeah, all. Okay. From what I remember, Barbara only revives one. One party members nearby regenerates 50% of their HP every 15 minutes. Okay, and Barbara's was only one, I think. Barbara, there. Okay, Barbara is in the party, not in the field. One of your party members. Yeah, so one. Yeah. Okay, so yes, Chi-Chi's is certainly quite a bit better, but reviving all. But like, in actual combat, wouldn't you just retry? Right? Like in actual combat where you needed a resurrection, you know, aka like actual combat situation where you can actually die, that would be Spiral Abyss. Like, wouldn't you just retry? Barbara was supposed to be a 5-star, right? That's why she got the special ult. Yeah, I mean, like, those are the rumors. Yeah, those are what. Yeah, what people. Those are people's speculations. Yeah, that Barbara was supposed to be a 5-star, because like she's the only 4-star with a 5-star burst animation. In fact, Barbara has a 5-star burst animation. She has a burst animation, whereas the Traveler doesn't. The Traveler, who's technically a 5-star character, doesn't have a burst animation. Great pick, Naita. Oh, you mean like when she was swinging? I almost said swinging. Swinging. You know, I did not know, by the way. Okay, so I guess I should show this. Hang on. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Oh, there. Okay. So, apparently, they released all of this, right? Like her entire kit, including her passive talents. And like, look at the date. This is like over a week ago. Oh, okay. Well, I guess just a week ago, but still, like, nobody talked about this. Nobody even brought it up ever. Is that because like people are done talking about her kit because of all the leaks and stuff, and the people just decided, yeah, okay, she's Dendroz. It's like, is that why nobody's talking about Emelie? Like, even though they released her full kit officially a week ago? All I hear is Natlan banner stuff. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing too. Like, I don't hear like anyone talking about anything at all except for like rumors about like who is going to be in 5.0. Numa, Hydro, mental skill. You are not Numa. Emelie and Fiora are just filler characters. Well, unfortunately. That's a nice picture. Those are some nice pictures, actually. Too bad I can't be bothered to care. From Fontaine, normal attack. Oops. Not related to the lore or main story. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Charged attack. Waiting for theory crafters to do their stuff with Emelie. I'm tempted to C6 her. Really? I mean, I imagine they would probably at least give Emelie decent multipliers, right? Because, like, this is their first sort of foray into something related to burning. I mean, like, she's not a burning character. Like, she doesn't do damage with burning. But it's like their first time. Hang on. Bow, Dendro. Oh, shoot. I don't have any of those. So this is like their first foray into something related to burning, right? I mean, she doesn't do damage with burning, but she does more damage because of burning. And I don't think they would want to disappoint people, right? Because, like, oh, think about it. The last time they went into a new niche was a new niche that was like basically a dead niche was Overload, right? With Chevreuse. And look at look at Chevreuse, right? Like now everyone's just waiting for a Chevreuse rerun. So I imagine they probably, like, especially because Chevreuse was a 4-star, right? And like, so I imagine they probably will treat a 5-star better than they would a 4-star. Catalyst, Animo, walking or running. So, and the thing is though, like, at least in Chevreuse's case, she's a support, right? So, like, as long as she didn't do something super niche or like almost useless, then Chevreuse was bound to be good, right? Because in Genshin, because of the way the combat system here works, support characters just are a lot more like highly sought after compared to damage dealers. Whereas Chevreuse, oops. Okay, audio is working again. Compared to sorry, what's her name? Emelie. Emelie is a DPS. Geo, Claymore. Nope. Right, and with the DPS, all that matters is the numbers. So someone said her passive got a massive multiplier. I mean, like, it's right here actually. Okay, so like, I don't know about the multiplier. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, there. Right, so like, hang on. 2 cents, level 2, clear. Wait, what? Hang on. Each time collects 2 cents, level 2. Yeah, there it is, right? Like 600%. Right, and this, like, look at this, right? Like that attack or like damage bonus, 30 up to 36%. That maxes out at like what, 2400 attack? 2400 attack? That's like, that's nothing, right? Like, I mean, it's not it's not brain dead easy to get 2400 attack, especially because she's an off-field character, so she likely will not have Bennett's attack buff if you run her in a team with Bennett. But still, right? Like, especially like put her if you just so happen to have like let me think, what was the name? Polearm Skyward? Yeah, Skyward Spine, right? Skyward Spine, really high base attack weapon. it's not gonna be hard to get at least somewhere close to 2400 attack to max out this bonus. The under application gets a lot more frequent, so she could be useful even without burning. I don't know. Like I hear like what I'm hearing disappointment when I hear people talk about her Dendro app. Oh wait, what is it? 1800. Yeah, when I hear people talk about her Dendro app. So like I don't know. I guess she doesn't have very good Dendro app, but like obviously burning doesn't need a lot of Dendro app really. Like, in fact, like you could keep burning going just by like I guess yeah, just by either adding more like just if you just keep adding Dendro or if you just keep adding Pyro. Right, like you don't need a lot of both. You just need something of one and then a lot of the other one. I will say she's better than Albedo a lot. Oh, yeah, of course, of course, man. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Do they even want to rerun characters like Albedo? Because like, Albedo is still a limited 5-star, right? So like, he's bound to get a rerun one of these days. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't do artifacts on my second account. And I like whether or not he gets a rerun on his own banner or like the chronicled banner. I don't know. Like, but still, right? Like one of these days, they're bound to get a rerun. But like, do they even want to? She only gets sent where they're burning enemies, right? I assume one of her quests allows her to collect scent even without burning enemies on the field, so she can work with other Dendro teams. I don't think so. I mean, like I feel like her burning thing, like the burning is her thing, right? I don't think they would give us a constellation that completely negates that. That's way too like in your face. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Abstract? Yearly visiting. Yeah, you're right. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. How have you been? How have you been, Abstract? So yeah, I don't think they would do something as blatant as that, right? Like, think about. Let me think.
花と酒を手に景色を堪能しようとしたが、あの頃とはもう違う。悠々とまた。
I'm trying to think of a character that's like has some kind of condition. Oh, like okay, Eula for example, right? Like to get max damage out of her burst, you have to keep normal attacking a lot, and none of her constellations just straight up gives you max stacks without normal attacking, right? It's like it's her thing. Her thing is getting stacks from normal attacking after you've activated her burst. Where are those guys going? I did not crystallize. Okay, please put Hydro on this dude. Crystallize, thank you. I should not have done that normal attack. Doing pretty well. Got Navia today. Oh, yesterday. Oh, really? Wait. You got Navia? I mean, like, it's just surprising to me that quite a lot of people actually seem to like Navia. I mean, she's a good character, honestly, right? She's not a top tier character, but she's certainly up there in the meta pyramid. Oops. Oh man. The marbles were off to the side. I'm tempted to look at leaks. But she's gonna be released today, tomorrow anyways. Yeah, I mean, like, why bother, right? It's tomorrow. I like Navia, she's my main damage dealer in Abyss. Really? If her scent collections won't work that way, maybe a constellation that hastens her scent generation. Maybe even I was kind of thinking about that. Like, maybe she might have a constellation that, like, makes it so that your thing doesn't even go through level 1, right? Like, as soon as you summon the skill, it's just instantly level 2. Or, like, maybe it makes it so that it only needs to collect 1 cent. Before it gets to level 2. $62, 235 crit damage. How does that feel, by the way? Because, like, Navia, I think, has a similar potential problem to Eula. Because, like, in Eula's case, a huge chunk of her rotation damage is... Why am I navigating? Okay. A huge chunk of her damage in a single rotation is locked behind that burst. Like when that burst pops. So if you have like less than 100% crit rate, that means there's a chance for that burst to not crit. And if that doesn't crit, then your entire burst a huge chunk of her damage in a single rotation is just gone. It just doesn't exist. Right? So, like, having a low-ish crit rate on a character like Navia and or Eula, at least, like, Navia is a little bit better in her regard because, like, it's split between 2 hits. Eula is just in 1 hit, so if that 1 hit doesn't crit, then, like, yeah, say goodbye to all that damage. Okay. Gotta swap because I haven't done the event on the other account. $85, 230. Still doesn't crit her. At 85 crit rates? Oh man, that's painful. C1 while burning generates additional sense. While burning generates additional sense. Kind of curious now. I guess I'll have to wait. guess I'll have to wait. I don't want to look up leaks. I don't know. It's just a personal thing, I guess. I just would prefer not to look up leaks. Okay, I already did my resin here. Just have to talk to that NPC and take all those pictures all over again for the 3rd time in a row today in the same stream. Because I'm a smart little boy, decided to make 3 entire accounts and play them all actively. I don't know, trivia? It's been too long? I haven't talked about any trivia. Oh yeah, please do, man. Honestly, I was kind of surprised. Like you've been chatting, just chatting, like like you've just been chatting this stream. Like where like most streams, like you come here, you're just like trivia this, trivia that. I mean, like it's it's kind of refreshing, honestly, just to get to talk to you and like not just not trivia. Like like I appreciate the trivia and all, but like it would just be nice to talk to you every now and then. Today was kind of like a breath of fresh air, but certainly miss the like all the different trivia, man. Problem with Eula is super backloaded and mostly her attacks only hit one opponent at a time. Yeah, and like the burst AoE is too small. I think it would have been a little better like if they increased her AoE. Like if they made her AoE like, let me think, how big? Like even just a little smaller, like a Bennett circle. Yeah. No, like maybe a little bigger than that. Yeah, if they made her AoE a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit bigger than Bennett's circle, I think that would have been a lot better. Oops. Hey, what's up, Bozan? How you doing, man? Wait, where's the trivia? It went up so quickly. Kobodai fish, which also called the Asian rassi, is a type of fish that can become male and female at the same time. Wow. When they're younger or born, they're male, but after reaching adulthood, they can change their gender to either female or male. Wow, that's yikes. So I guess trans doesn't only exist in humans, huh? I think. Wait, I heard something similar about clownfish. Clownfish and something not so similar, but like kind of in the same ballpark about seahorses. What about you? Well, really annoyed by the my left shoulder blade having some knotted muscles because like I've had this thing for like almost 2 weeks now, and it's starting to get annoying. It just isn't getting better. It's not. It doesn't seem to be getting worse. Or at least I hope it's not getting worse. What was it again? Pyro Claymore. I asked my wife to press on my some certain spots on my left shoulder blade earlier today, and because it's gotten quite bad, I asked her to press on it really hard, and now it's just bruised. Like I think there's like 3 or 4 spots that are bruised. Seahorse, if it's male, it usually lays eggs. Right? Isn't that a weird thing? From what I remember, I needed a Geo character for this one. If Mavwika really is a Pyro Claymore, she's gonna blow Dia out of the game. Not that it's anything hard to power creep her. Even Yao Yao deals more damage than. Well, I mean, she is a five. She's a standard 5-star though. Oh wait, I just realized. Okay, is Mavwika gonna have a good plunge attack multiplier? Because if yes, uh. Are we gonna be using Mavwika in not the way that she's supposed to be played? Diluc's sweating. Like okay, Dia's already like just gone in the wind, right? And then Diluc's like almost out the door. And seahorses usually get harvested and dried up for medical purposes, like Viagra. What? Somebody. I did not know seahorses had anything to do with Viagra, man. In Chinese medicine shops, you see seahorses. Oh, really? Being sold there. I mean, I certainly am not surprised by like how vast and wide Chinese traditional medicine seems to be. Like it is so surprising to me, like the fact that you can become a licensed doctor for traditional medicine, right? For traditional medicine, like Chinese traditional medicine, you can actually like obtain a license for it, and like you can technically be referred to as a doctor. Like whereas here in the Philippines, like we have a bunch of traditional medicines here too. Catalyst, hydro, no. Not surprising, because even bird spit is a... What? What? Alright, this is the first time I'm hearing of this. Yelan's gone. Oh, I didn't fall. What? How did I not fall? I fully expected to fall there. Cryo from Fontaine. You know those birds that make nests off their dried spit? Like, I don't know, actually. I actually don't know about this. Oh. Ah, very nice. How convenient. Just so happened to be the right time. Hey, what's up, Mighty? How you doing, man? They come from swiftlet birds? That's what they're called? Swiftlet? This mosquito is so annoying. It just won't leave me alone. Just relaxing? Hey, glad to hear that, man. Skill, Geo, Claymore. No Claymore characters in here. It looks like cellophane noodle sotanghon. Wait, what? What is it called? Swift let birds or whatever that Chinese character is.
花と酒を手に景色を堪能しようとしたが、あの頃とはもう違う。
Okay.
悠々とまた。
Bird nest. Food? Oh, you're right, actually. It does kind of look like Sotanghon. Damn, people are weird. Literally means swallow's nest or bird's nest. Ah, really? Those birds usually make their nests on high above the caves. High up caves.
景色を堪能しようとしたが、あの頃とはもう違う。
And we're done. I have 108, what is it called? Long-term encounter points saved up. How many dailies, how many days worth of dailies is that gonna be? 108. Let's see. 100 is 5? No. Oh man, my brain's not working. Brain, please do math. 20. Okay, 10 is 40, 80, so 20. 20 days plus 5, 25, 27? 27 days, so a month? Oh. Wait. Oh, wow. I have more than enough long-term encounter points saved up on this account to never do daily commissions anymore. At least until like 5.0 drops. Harvesting is very dangerous. I mean, yeah. I can imagine, so. Still knowing that it's bird spit, I feel icky about it. I'm not a picky eater, but I'll pass on this one. Oh, Shinran, you know, another thing that I'm pretty sure you might also want to pass up on is, so that this isn't a delicacy thing. This is more like a, okay, like there's a reason why, like some parts of China, like eating like stuff like alligators and like dogs or scorpions and centipedes are like a thing, right? So, and like throughout history, there was like a time in history where like I guess it was either eat anything or starve, right? Like there was a part of China's history, like, and it wasn't even like super long ago too. It was like within the last 100 years ish. And yeah, right, like it was born out of necessity. And there's a somewhere in Africa, I don't remember where, but I remember my wife showing me this video, which was basically like some clips from a documentary of some like a place somewhere in Africa where people where they just had so many mosquitoes, like so many, that people in this little town would just take either a cooking pot or like a frying pan, like lather oil all over it, and then just like wave it around in the air. They would just wave it around in the air, and they'd catch enough mosquitoes to make, I kid you not, burger patties. They would literally make burger patties out of mosquitoes. And they would fry them. Like, just like you would a normal burger patty. And like, I'm like you, I'm not a picky eater. But, man, like, to this day, that the thought of that still gives me chills. Like, how big are those mosquitoes? No, like they're normal sized mosquitoes, but like there's just so many of them that they like clump them up together, and then like it makes a burger patty. Alligators usually eaten by Americans too, especially if you're in Louisiana, where alligators are used for Cajun or Creole cuisines. Oh my god, what are these? Still have another medicine trivia for you guys. Want to know? Sure. What is it, Siri? Yeah, I think I think that might have been the only thing that I've ever been disgusted by when it comes to like food stuff. Yeah, like when I say I'm not a picky eater, I really mean I'm like, I just don't care. Like could, as long as like the bathroom doesn't just stink like horribly, I honestly don't mind eating next to the bathroom. Right, like as long as like there's no like horrid smell in it. Really, I just don't care. But like the thought of the burger, like mosquito burger patties, still like it's disgusting to me to think about. You better don't come to Vietnam. Stray dogs usually used for dog meat in cuisines. You guys need the same ick as deep fried tarantula. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. Okay, sorry, I have a thing for spiders. I mean, like, I don't mind like the tiny house spiders, right? Like the ones that are like that have like paper thin legs. But like big ones, when it gets to the big ones, like, I just, especially fast ones though. That's where I have a problem. Watched a documentary about it too. A shame. Veggie food in Vietnam looks really appetizing. Speaking of eating dogs, you know, like some people here in the Philippines also eat dogs. It's not as common today as it used to be though, and it's kind of sad, like to think about, like, because whenever I hear about like people eating dogs, I always hear that the way that you kill the dog is by hitting it in the head with a piece of wood, like something really hard, like you hit it really hard in the head. Baiju is a type of herb in China. Can be found in Fujian, Jiangsu. Fujian and Jiangsu. This herb can be used for treatment for intestinal problems and spleen problems. Spleen problems. I mean, like, I don't know. What a detour from intestinal problems to spleen problems. That's where the name Baiju came from. Ah, that's pretty cool. It's an herb, a medicinal herb, and lo and behold, he's a traditional. Oh wait, what? Why did this never click before? Baiju's a doctor, right? But he's not like a traditional doctor. He's not like a medical doctor, but like he's a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. Like, and for some reason, like, why did I never realize this? Roots of Baiju are the one they harvest for medicine. Hey, what's up, Frog Nuggets? How you doing, man? I realized this long ago. I mean, like me, I've always known, because obviously, like a lot of my students are from China, like, and I've known for a long time now that traditional Chinese medicine is quite a big thing. It's quite a big industry in China, and like it is actually like a part of, well, you know, like it's been a part of China, like, and its culture for a very long time now. But like, why did this never click into my mind? I've always known Baiju is like, he has a pharmacy, and it's not like synthetic drug kind of pharmacy, but it's like herbs and like tea and like that kind of pharmacy. And like for some reason it never clicked that, like, yeah, Liwei based on China, like why did this Changsheng, his snake's name, also means something. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing seeing a short about this before. I don't remember though. It just sounds familiar. Doing great. Hey, glad to hear that, man. If I remember correctly, Bai means white or pure in Chinese, and Zhu means upright. Kind of also fits the bill, doesn't it? Though, yeah, Baiju herb is definitely where they got his name. means living long. So you'll know that Chinese characters have different intonations, right? There's like the going up intonation, there's the flat intonation, there's the going down intonation, and there's like the V-shaped intonation. And the name Changsheng reminds me, like, so Chang, there are no Chinese words that I know of, or at least I remember that use the word Chang. Chang. Wait, I think there is Chang. What is this word? I feel like it sounds so familiar, but I don't remember it. Anyway, like Sheng is like part of the word Shengyin in Chinese, which means sound. And obviously that's like a different intonation. That's a different character than what it actually is supposed to be. I wonder if similar characters and Fontaine characters names mean anything. They probably do. Like, I don't know. I'm sure they do. Don't get old. Live long, be immortal is a word said by Chinese. I think it's sound. Man, there was this like word that I learned a while back that is like Chang, but I just can't remember what word it is. I wonder which intonation Chang and Sheng are. Because like, it could be either Chang or Chang. Or I like, okay, I don't know how to do the V-shape intonation. But like, it could also be Chang. And I don't know. I'm kind of curious now. Like which intonation it is. I think my audio stopped working again. Yep. There. There's probably good as green donut after all. I have his seat. I mean, like, is it necessary though? I don't think it's even that good, man. Never underestimate me. I'm a walking dictionary. You know, I think you should like. Okay, I remember I've like said this to you like at least 2 or 3 times already. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like you should like make something with this. Yeah, I feel like you should make something with it. Like, even if not on YouTube, just like on Facebook or something, like anywhere, right? Just make content out of it, man. Like, dude, on YouTube and like, okay, like not even on YouTube, like you, like basically on the internet, there's so much just garbage content, and like whoever, like, and it's making money, right? It's actually making money. It is just like, I mean, look at Sniper Wolf. Right? She's like, what does she even do? She just she probably takes like, I don't know, like 5 minutes out of her day, look up on the internet, like top something, like videos, like look for videos or clips of something, and then just pick, I don't know, like 5 to 10 out of them, and then like talk about it on on camera, and then like 20 minutes of video editing later, then like video. Maybe I should get C6 because pulling on weapon banner is frustrating. Girl just steals content. They say something condescending and call it a day. That's why I don't like her. Yeah, you know, like at some point, like at some point a couple years ago, I was actually subscribed to her because like and not because I liked like her, like the way she, like I don't even, like, I didn't care about what her thoughts on the, like, the different clips were. All I wanted was just like a source of random clips, like random either funny or cringe, like, or Karen clips, like from the internet. And that was like the only reason why I was even subscribed to her. And then like at some point I realized like this is killing my brain cells. Like this, like literally, like every, like at some point I realized like I'm spending like 8 minutes, 6 minutes of my day watching one of these videos, and like I don't know, man, it's just my brain is dying. It's killing my brain cells. I'm losing brain cells. So I just decided to stop. And like the thing is too, like she doesn't even credit like the source of the clips, right? Like she just, like, no, she doesn't even credit the source of the clips. And that's like that's like a mutual respect kind of thing on the internet nowadays, right? Where if you use a clip from somebody else, then you at the very least, you know, if you don't want to ask for permission, you at the very least credit them, or you tag them. Or you love cooking. You love cooking. Subscribe to Chef Jean-Pierre. What? Sorry, Siri. What does this mean? Yeah. Anyway, it's getting kind of late, guys, and I'm kind of disappointed. I didn't get to explore Simulanka on the final account that I haven't explored Simulanka on, which is my second account. I didn't even get to do Imaginarium Theater, but hey, I guess it's fine. It'll be here for a month. Anyway, at least we should at least like go and take a look at Emilie's kit before I go. I'm like, what is this material? I don't remember this. New boss? Is a new world boss coming? Oh, what? I'm sorry, I've never paid attention to weekly boss drops. No. What do you mean? Oh, world boss. Arlecchino world boss mats? Oh, this thing. Oh, okay. All right. 21 hours. Okay, that's fine. The Golem Centaur. I mean, it really is a Golem Centaur. Yeah, okay. Look at the attack animations, right? Like, look at that. If that doesn't make you fall in love, I don't know what does, right? Like, she is hella attractive. Really elegant looking too. But sad to say, I'm not a whale. Therefore, my pulling decisions are decided, or my pulling decisions are made by my brain, and not, not something else. Already prepared her essential materials. Tomorrow, once I get her, I send her straight away. Wow, really? Jeez, you certainly are a prepared little Boy Scout, aren't you, Siri? Graceful. Oh yeah, that's certainly it. Graceful. And like being in high heels certainly is not hurting her at all. Like her style points, right? Well, Genshin is the only game I play. Well, you know, I think that's actually really good because so a lot of people, especially content creators, because like obviously content creators have to at least try to cover multiple games, right? Especially when there's like a new game in the same game space or like genre, right? Like, okay, content creators, they're trying out, like they tried out Star Rail, they tried out Wuthering Waves, and then ZZZ, and then like I heard quite a few content creators say that I'm not gonna continue to play this game anymore. I quit this game. I'm gonna keep playing this other game. And like despite the Hoyo formula of gacha games being that there isn't that much stuff to do every day, especially as like once you've gone through once you're up to date on like the main story quests and stuff, and like with your exploration and stuff, there just isn't that much to do in the daily grind. Like there's no grind at all. And I'm sure that Hoyo did that on purpose, right? Because they knew that they're making multiple games. They're coming up with ZZZ, and then people are now also playing Star Rail, and Hoyo wants to make sure that their players have time to play as many of their games as possible. But the thing is, when a new patch drops of in one of these games, that's going to be way too much content for the average player. So at some point, someone's going to feel way too anxious because they won't get to like take advantage, like get to like do all the events and stuff, like do all the content and stuff. So they're going to ultimately get burnt out and decide to quit at least one or two of those games. So yes, like I think we are currently, we are like, even now there aren't that many, right? Like there's Genshin, there's Wuthering Waves, there's ZZZ and Star Rail, and then like I guess TOF, and people are already starting to get burnt out. We are already saturated on gacha games, and that's not even all of them yet. There's like this new one that's coming where like it was like Everness to Neverness or something like that. Neverness to Everness. There's the other one. There's the other one. What was the other one? Man, I can't remember the other one. The other one had bikes in it, like, and bikes like motorcycles. Anime GTA 6 looks kind of great. I mean, like, not gonna lie, it kind of looks sweet, right? Like, I love GTA, and hey, I love, you know, like the anime aesthetic of Genshin, but like, just way too many games, I think. Project Mugen, that's it. Project Mugen, yeah. There's Project Mugen, and then I heard, like, I remember there was this one other. Oh, I think it must have been. Okay, yeah. Never mind. I think that was like Neverness to Everness. Yeah, like there are so many of them coming out all of a sudden, especially because like as soon as like Genshin came out, and like the formula worked. This formula of game, this genre, worked, and like earned this much money. All of a sudden, everyone wanted to jump on the bandwagon. So yeah, I don't know. I think Hoyo certainly has, yeah, hit the ball out of the park with Genshin, and as long as they don't screw up royally, I think Genshin is gonna continue to, I guess, yeah, is gonna continue to finance all their future projects for for a decently long amount of time. especially because of the it's not certainly not because like okay, so Genshin's a great game and all, right? Like, and they've done a pretty good job of running Genshin so far. It's like obviously not perfect, but the type of players, like the silent majority of the type of players in Genshin. In fact, no, not even the silent majority. Like the silent majority and the loud minority, both in Genshin. Like a huge chunk of the types of people, not even just players, the types of people that play Genshin are like just really awkward players, and like some of them really young, some of them really socially awkward, and like these types of people, they're like super 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 loyal, like blindly loyal to Genshin. And some of them not even to Genshin the game, but like to their favorite husbandos and waifus. And because of this like blind loyalty, Genshin has like they've got these people hooked because Genshin was here. Genshin created this niche. Genshin just so happened to come out during the pandemic. I mean, the timing was just so perfect that I wouldn't even be surprised if like somehow like 3 years from now, like leaked documents come out proving that like Hoyoverse created COVID just to release Genshin. But yeah, I don't think Genshin is gonna be kicked off of its #1 spot anytime soon, especially because of the type of people that play this game and just the incredible timing when they came out. Her charge attack seems familiar. Seems like who has a charged attack like that? Raiden Shogun, I think. Some not exactly the same, but very similar. Yeah, kind of similar. Kind of similar. Oh, okay, okay. Here's the most important bit, I guess. Skill. So it seems to be single target. It's very single target. Okay, yeah, it is single target. And it doesn't tick very fast either. It's like 1 every second. Dendro damage. Nearby opponents by affected by burning. They will give off scents at intervals. 1 scent can be created every 2 seconds. Lumidouce case collects the scents. Lumidouce case that will level up after gathering 2 of them, which it will fire 1 extra puff of pure dew when firing. Okay, while the damage dealt by the damage AOE. Okay, the damage dealt by the damage AOE of the above attack. What? What damage AOE? When firing, okay. Well, the damage dealt by and damage AoE. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay, okay. Of the above attack will also be increased. Ah, okay. I guess that's level 1. Do we see it upgrade to level 2? I guess that's it. Like there was like some glowing happening around it. That's level 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, like when it starts to glow around it. I feel like Dia works well with her. I mean, you know, as well as Dia can. I've returned victorious after an unfair 1v1 in Roblox. Here's the gonna use Dia actually after I get Emily. Wow, you have Dia? Alright, guys, gonna go eat. Alright. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us for quite a bit. And thanks for the trivia, Siri. Take care, man. Dia Pyro Applicator? Maybe. But then, like, why run Dia when you can just run someone who actually does damage, right? So, sure, I guess there's a reason to put Dia in the team with Emelie. But then, like, why run Dia when you can just run someone who already applies Pyro off-field and does damage, right? What is Dia? Is she a sub DPS? A DPS? I mean, like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry, man. Dia is just so bad that, like, no one knows what she's supposed to be. I mean, technically, like, if we look at the kit, she seems to be a support. And, like, yeah, that's really, she's something, yeah. Now because she doesn't do any damage at all. Like she does so low damage that she's almost healing enemies. Almost. All roads lead to Xiangling, though I haven't used her in eons. You know, speaking of which, I've used Xiangling once recently, and that was like the combat event in Simulanka. But before that, I haven't actually used her in like more than a month, I think. Dia's a playable NPC. I feel bad for those people who pulled for her on a release banner. You know, I don't think that was such a bad decision. Like, if they had the extra primos, I think that was an okay decision. Because there really are some teams that won't work without Dia. Or, by won't work, I mean, like, can work with other characters, but, like, work slightly better with Dia in them. Okay, like, here's an example. So, I didn't have the team built, but... Okay, let's see... Dia, there. Okay, not you. You. Okay, right? Like, look at this team. No, not this. What am I doing? Wait, what do I need? Ah, yes, there. Okay. Right, so imagine, like, Raiden Shogun here is full EM. On an EM build. Right? This is Nivelet's, one of his better rainbow teams. And, like, it just doesn't really work well without Dia. It's like, well, okay, it does if you have C1 Nivelet. But if you don't have C1 Nivelet, then like Dia here is like a lifesaver. But even Dunyarzad before she got cured deals more damage than her. Oh my god. I found out recently she can't die in Dragon Spine, so that's something. Well, that's, yeah, that's certainly something, yeah. Oh, that's another thing too, yeah, is like, Dia is like the perfect, she's like the perfect character to on-field if you're doing underwater fontaine exploration. She just doesn't die. What makes it worse, though, is that you said before she got cured. Yeah, another thing too is like so people who pulled for Dia's weapon, right? Like, remember, what was it? Read something seed blah, 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 whatever, right? That was not a bad claymore. Is that like that's the only crit rate claymore we have? Well, I mean, like now we have verdict, But like Verdict is like a high base attack, low crit rate weapon, right? Whereas Dia's weapon was a mid base attack, mid crit rate weapon. It was like 33 crit rate. Like the passive kind of niche, but like we just don't have that many good 5-star claymores in the game, really. And now that Dia is a standard 5-star, that weapon is never rerunning. Like, and the only times we might get a chance at getting it is like during like a chronicled wish banner. Dia's purpose is to disprove that there's power creep in Genshin. I guess that was I guess that was Hoya trying to say, hey, see, like, we're not power creeping. Look, we're going backwards. We're doing the opposite of power creep. We're making new characters weaker. Does not collect any cents for 8 seconds. It's on the field. It'll go back to level 1. Argo line is Numa. Alright, burst. Okay. Guiding the fragrances. Okay, I remember they talked about this in the special program. Like if you already have like a level 2 Lumidouce case, when you use your burst, it upgrades to level 3. Regardless if it's level 1 or level 2, it upgrades it to level 3, and then after the burst duration, it goes back to whatever level it was before. Well exists level 3 Lumidouce case will not gather nearby scents, but will continuously. Okay, that looks like that could do a lot of damage, because like that seems really similar to like to Ayato's burst. That seems really similar to Ayato's burst, but like a lot faster. AoE is way smaller though. Well, I mean, like, I guess that's both an advantage and a disadvantage, right? Like, so small AoE, meaning like, you know, you need a good crowd controller to group enemies up before you burst. And quadratic scaling, right? Quadratic scaling. Like, when was the last time we ever talked about that? Quadratic scaling. Yeah, so the advantage of the smaller AoE, I guess, is because the AoE is smaller, like it's a lot more concentrated, right? Like even if you don't have a good crowd controller, like enemies that are inside are more likely to get hit by like the others like thing targeting them. Just look at a chart attack Barbara with Death Note during 100k vapor. Okay. This is oddly specific information. One drop will descend every 0.3 seconds. One opponent can become the target every 0.7 seconds. That is oddly specific of them. When the duration ends, level 1. Oh, okay. So apparently you can just use the burst without the skill first. Just use it, and then like after that, it'll leave behind a level 1 Lumidouce case. Okay. So apparently, like the Lumidouce case. Okay. Obviously, like there's no durations here and stuff, but I imagine like there seem to be a lot of ways to summon and or like store like the Lumidouce case. So I imagine like having this thing, like this thing's uptime is probably like easily 100%. That's probably I don't know, maybe. Favor. What you think of my Linny Arlecchino build? Still building, so their talents are low-ish. Sure, I'll take a quick look at it. Ems, what's your UID, man? Lisa, Emelie, Ganyu, Layla. 2 lanterns. Wait. Lisa, Emelie, Oh, Lisa, Emilie, Ganyu, Layla. Oh, you're right. That's funny. Okay. 2 lanterns and 2 disco balls. It's unfortunate though that Ganyu's disco ball doesn't stay after the burst animation. I heard the Lumidouce case got a nice uptime, wide AoE. Wide AoE? I heard the opposite. I heard her AoE is really small. Where do I send it? Just put it in the YouTube chat, man. Try and... So YouTube is going to like erase it. Like it's not gonna allow it like to be shown to other people. Oh, there it is. Oh, that... How did that work? That usually doesn't work. But okay, I guess. That was very unusual. But hey, it worked. Who did you say again? Linny. Okay. Linny. Ah, there it is. What is this? 2 hunter. Okay, I'm assuming you were gonna try. You're trying to go for 4 hunter? Wait. You're trying to go for a 4-piece hunter? You already have 70 crit rate. Well, I mean, like, it's... You are overcapping. But I guess it's not that much. So I guess it's fine. Welcome home, Dendro Lisa. You can call her Dendro Lisa, or you could also call her Dendro Fischl. Is like her thing. Okay, so like obviously that's very much not Fischl. But like without the burst, it's basically Fischl. It's basically Oz. Oz in a lantern. Tried to get Linny good artifacts, but domain was not being nice. It's alright, man. It's alright. Happens to all of us. Happens to all of us. Attack Goblet. Okay, sounds like you haven't had too many options. But, okay. I mean, like, you certainly know what you're doing, man. It looks okay. Yeah, Skyward Harp. I'm not sure if you, like... Wait. Well, I guess Linny does do a significant amount of damage from his skill. So I guess going for like Amos or like, you know, a charged or normal attack bow wouldn't be very reasonable. Yeah, I guess Skyward Harp's good. But yeah, I like as soon as you get a Pyro Goblet, man, I would want to switch that out. Pretty good, Ems. Passive talents. So as we mentioned earlier, yep. Every time the thing collects 2 cents, Lumidouce case will consume the cents. And release Leary Cologne. Okay, so yeah, every time it collects it. So I guess. But why didn't we see that earlier? We should have seen it there. Well, maybe they... Okay, so I'm gonna guess that like this is probably like a not ascended Emelie, just so they could showcase the skill without the passive. Or maybe it just doesn't work the way that I'm thinking it works. 600% though, that's a lot. That's a big multiplier. I wonder what the burst cost is. I hear it's a low-ish burst cost. Yeah, I like that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing, that her burst cost is low-ish. Emelie deals increased damage to burning opponents based on her attack with every 1,000 attack, 15%. So I already did the math on this before I even started the stream. This maxes out at like 2,400 attack. Yeah, which is, you know, right? It's not bad. Like 2,400 attack, it's not super hard to get to 2,400 attack or anywhere close to 2,400. Oh yeah, her third passive is like the pyro resistance, or like the, wait, it says pyro resistance. Wait, what does that mean? Pyro resistance against burning damage? It doesn't, like, why doesn't it, why didn't it just say 85% resistance against burning? Why did they have to mention pyro resistance? Like, do we also get 85% pyro resistance? Can we all just look at Emelie and notice she looks like Kaveh wearing Lisa's Sumeru uniform? You're right, actually. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's funny. His official was the one typing the flavor text. Okay. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that. Okay, I mean, it is a pretty straightforward kit, right? Pretty straightforward kit. She does more damage if there are enemies burning around her. I feel like that should have been what Klee's kit. That should have been Klee's kit, right? Like, she's like Klee's like the pyromaniac of Tivat. So I feel like Emelie's kit should have been Klee's kit. Maybe newer players don't know what burning damage is. Maybe. I guess it's just another way to make it a lot more clear. Saving for Natlan with my 2K primos. Well, hey, I mean, it's 4. Okay, it's 4.8. It's like the middle point of 4.8, so there's not much time to save. I mean, hopefully you're not looking forward to anyone in 5.0. If only Klee's burst was off-field, too. She could have been one of the most powerful characters right now. Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, like, if it was, like, off-fieldable, then I think to balance it out, they could have just reduced how much damage it did. But yeah, like, I think that would have made Klee a lot more viable in in-game. Like, I probably wouldn't even mind, like, if they reduced her multipliers and made it, like, an off-field ability. I'm skipping Kinich. I know I said I wanted him. Oh, but dang it! Why is he paired with Raiden? Oh, are those the rumors? I'm not missing Raiden for the 3rd time. Oh, you definitely should not, man. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I'm off. There's really not much else to say about Emelie. Her kit is very straightforward. She is a Dendro off-field damage dealer who does more damage. Well, who does basically no damage if there are no burning enemies around her. So you have to run her in a team that does some form of burning. And that's really it. And whether she's going to be good or not will ultimately, because she's a damage dealer, she doesn't have any buffing capabilities. Whether she's good or not is going to solely rely on how much her numbers are. Look at her Boom Boom Bakudan hitting enemies more accurately than Goba. Yeah, well, I did notice that earlier though. I was looking at like Goba targeting the dude here, and then like I remember getting so triggered that like, come on, like just target this one, like just this one, This was closer. But it just Guoba just wouldn't. After Raiden's banner in 5.0, I'm swiping. Wow, really? I was pulling for Freena and got Jean. Oh, Jean C1. Ah, man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Every time he aims at a torch instead of the Heliodrill. Cross your fingers, you get 6 copies in one pull. Nice. Yeah, anyway. That's going to be it for today, guys. Yeah, for anyone who needs help building their characters, accounts, making a decision which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. You can ask for my opinion over there if you want. You can ping me. My name is Eldest Einstein on Discord. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys. Yeah, take care, everyone, and good luck on your... Okay, probably... Yeah, Asia server. Asia server. Tomorrow, good luck on your pulls for the Yelan / Emelie banners tomorrow. Do a pull? Yes. Nothing. Black tassel, thank you. Alright, bye everyone.
何か面白いことはないかい？